Right, there's not long to go now until tonight's Monday Night Football. We can cross right to the studio right now and join Ed Chamberlain. Ed, good evening.
Good evening to you guys. So that breaking news 25 minutes or so ago that Remi Garde has got the Aston Villa job. Jamie, your reaction?
Well, not surprised because it's been talked about. His coming to the club's been talked about now for the last week. It's more the surprise that Remi Garde was maybe in the frame to start with. He's been out of, I think, the game for a couple of years, manager of Lyon a few years ago as well. No Premier League experience, but it seems that it's come from someone at the top of the club. I think Arsene Wenger may have been involved as well in discussions, and they've gone with him. And there's history of young foreign managers coming in, doing a good job, but on the other hand, there's, remember Pepe Mel at West Brom, when West Brom was struggling. He come in and struggled himself, so it's certainly a brave move from Aston Villa.
We'll talk a lot more about this later, Gary, but your first reaction to the appointment?
I think he's got to obviously think about Aston Villa fans. Will they be inspired by the appointment? Probably not. And I think he's going to have to work hard with the team, but also with the fans to win them over and ensure that he's the right person. You know, typically over the last few years, we've seen Sam Allardyce going at Sunderland, we've seen Tony Pulis going at West Brom, and we've seen other appointments of that ilk where you think actually they're the right people, they know the league, they've been around the block. This guy's going to have to do something that, you know, not many do. And I think that we have been wrong before on things like this. You think about Pochettino when he went to Southampton a few years ago. I was very sceptical at the time, thinking, well, how's this going to improve the current situation? And he's been a fantastic coach. So, you know, he comes with a clean slate, but I think he's going to need to convince his own players very quickly because they're a pretty average team.
Remi Garde will be watching on tonight against the Spurs side, going well, yeah. Gary, under Maurizio Pochettino. They're catching them at a bad time. Yeah,
and I was just looking at this Spurs team. I reckon a year or so ago we'd look at the Spurs team and we'd be thinking, there's some characters in there, you know, that you think I wouldn't mind getting rid of, or certainly wouldn't fancy playing with. And actually now when you look at the sort of group of players that are in here, we don't know what the team's exactly going to be tonight. And you think of Eriksen, Dembele, Kane, Lamela, Dyer, Ali, Rose, Vertonghen, Walker, Alderweireld, quick, energy, some good football players. And he's transformed it inside 12 to 18 months. Tim Sherwood actually started it by bringing in some of the players, and they'll look a lot better. And I think with how Chelsea are going at the moment, they'll be thinking, along with Liverpool, there's a real chance for top four.
So that's the live game tonight. Spurs against Aston, but the bad news is I didn't get the memo about the matching sweaters from these two.
Is this fake?
The good news is that Frank Lampard will be joining us tonight on Monday Night Football. So much to talk about the Chelsea situation as well. Monday Night Football, 7 o'clock, Sky Sports 1. We'll see you then.
Thank you very much. I don't know, yours isn't that different either, Ed. Thank you.